We're here in Dublin. I'm so happy to be back and I'm so excited to take you with me. So we're going to spend a couple days here. We're going to hang out around town. We're going to see some of my favorite places and some new places to me. And then we're going to head out to the country, so stay tuned. I'm laughing at myself because I was like, oh, I'm gonna narrate more in the moment. I'm gonna actually say how I feel when I'm in an actual place, and I'm not doing that. So here's my accountability marker. I love it here. I'm always at a loss for words in the moment. So it's a little bit hard to vocalize how excited I am to be here. I'm also exhausted. We got collectively between us probably about 40 minutes of sleep, but we did not have time to make a rocking horse. That's a joke from Elf. So last time we were here, we went to a few pubs in Temple Bar, and now Zach refuses to take us back to these Temple Bar pub areas, and I agree because I want to see where the locals hang out. Basically, the way I've heard it described is that the Temple Bar area of Dublin is kind of like New Orleans' Bourbon Street. You gotta see it, and it's famous. but it's not the place that a local would take you, and I want to go to a place that a local would take you. So yeah, we're going.
Next stop, Parna, Wicklow. Afrecht de Vlamingen die Gaeilge opruimen. Welcome to day 2 of Dublin. I'm still so excited. I'm still so tired. I did sleep 8 hours, but I'm still exhausted if you can't tell. But the general vibe is good. The general vibe is just magical. I love the city. When I'm here, it does feel very much like my spirits are walking equal with me. A lot of the time when I'm kind of passively engaging with my spirits throughout the day, it does feel like they're a step behind me. It feels like they have their hands at my back or on my shoulders, and they're oftentimes just a step behind, like we're back here if you need us. But pausing for the seabirds, I love that sound. I've been hearing the seabirds, I've been hearing the crows right outside the window, so she is here. As I was saying, in this city, it feels like they're walking next to me. And I felt that throughout the countryside as well, but the city has so much history to it. Obviously, the city is very spirit active. There's a lot of history here. So I think I'm feeling that too. I'm just feeling very at home. When we stepped off that plane, it felt like I was home. Anyway, I'm so excited to take you along with me today. We have a full day planned. We're going to head to the very, very old cemetery in town. I will pop the name up. We'll be popping around to some bookshops like we did yesterday. Y'all know that's my favorite thing to do in a city. And we have to do one touristy thing while we're here, so we're going to go to the Guinness factory. Stay tuned. I'm so excited to take you along today. Slangafall and Togaboke.
Just documenting that I heard Irish for the first time in the city, and it was great. It filled my soul.
Trial, 15 have now already been shot. He is convicted of high treason. He is then sentenced to death by execution. Over thousands more, 2,000 more armed policemen. Now, all of these coffins that are stored in crypts and vaults and so on, they had to be sealed up on the inside of the coffin with a lead-lined casket to make them airtight and stop the spread of disease. Up the top at either end, in the gold circle, that is the family crest of the O'Connell family. Written on it in Irish, as Gaeilge, you have the family surname, similar to how it's spelled in English, but on the white banner, the family motto is Keil agus Neart, or in English, sense and strength. Just a few bits to mention in this area here. This high cross monument, just on the bit of grass, was unveiled 10 years ago when our cemetery was chosen that year to host the National Famine Commemoration, an important annual event. It goes to a different location associated with the potato famine of the 1840s.
Here at Glasnevin Cemetery, and I don't think I've been to a more beautiful and more meaningful cemetery. Highgate in London comes pretty close. That was one of my favorite cemeteries I've ever been to. But gosh, is this stunning. The energy here is so peaceful. There's so many people here. Well, there's so many souls here. And yet it doesn't feel crowded. It feels like a community space, surrounded by all the beautiful dandelions and daisies as well. It's just really beautiful and stunning. I do want to say that Elgin Cemetery at the Elgin Cathedral is one of my favorites as well, because it was my wedding cemetery. But this is such a special place. So many prominent people were buried here, including Michael Collins and Eamon de Valera, two very, very big names in the Irish Civil War, the Easter Rising, and the fight for Irish freedom and sovereignty. What a place. And behind me, a rowan tree. You guys know it's my favorite tree. I hope you enjoy it here as much as I do. I think I could just lay down here a while and sink into the grass. So you might find me here in 100 years, chillin' with the invisible folk. Have to do one touristy thing while we're here. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. You're gonna enjoy it.
What we're going to do here is going to have a little orientation by signing this 9,000-year lease on the floor level here. Now, you can take the opportunity, have a little look above you for a moment. You will see glass paneling going up throughout the entirety of this building. But you have just come down a really dark hallway into this really bright room, so we're hoping you should be a little bit more alert and awake for tasting some Guinness. Yes?
Hello everyone, my name is Ty. Welcome to the second room of your tasting experience. See if you can get the aromas from the room before. And then once that's done, feel free to swallow and exhale through your nose. What we're going to be looking for at the tip of our tongue should be a subtle sweetness from the malted barley. 2, 3. Lovely. You may now finish your samples.
Alright, I'm gonna try. You ready? Right, so we did the Guinness Storehouse. It was good. It was fine. It's like a museum. It's a cultural, historical museum of an Irish company that really did something that no one else could. So I think it's worth it. Good morning, I'm not in Val. It's day 3, it's our last day in Dublin. Sad, but we're gonna make the most of it. Right now we're heading over to the post office to mail a letter. The post office is actually a pretty historic location in Dublin, so more on that later, but I'll show you around. So it's a bank holiday today. It's closed. Didn't realize that. So I can't mail the letter here. I will mail it probably when we get to our next destination. But I wanted to say that this is a very historic location during the 1916 Easter Rising. This was used as kind of a base for the IRA. During that day, it was fired upon by the government, and it was a very, very catastrophic day for Dublin. And the fighting continued all up and down this street as well. Kind of was right out here, firing up into this area. And you can still see the bullet holes on the building. It is a living piece of history. Do me a favor, if you guys come to Dublin, do not touch the chest of the Molly Malone statue. It is so insulting and gross to see tourists doing that. Don't be dirty, don't be gross, don't be like that. Look at her. Oh, 2 of them. Good job. Alon, Colin. to the town of Shillelagh in Wicklow. And if any of you know what that is associated with, you will know it's associated with Irish fighting sticks or cudgels. So I'm hoping I can find myself a wee shillelagh that I can take home and practice with and learn Irish stick fighting. So wish me luck. I will update you as much as I can, and we'll see what happens. Yes, this is a true cudgel. This is a lead-weighted cudgel, so it is literally a weapon. Lovely couple ran this shop. The old shillelagh stick makers in Shillelagh. They make the shillelaghs and the cudgels in the back of the, in the backyard, which is just amazing. They're part of local Irish stick fighting competitions. They supply the Garda and they supply the stick fighters with their sticks. Irish stick fighting is really important to the history of the country. Right around this time too, in May, they would have been a big part of the May fairs. People would be literally competition fighting at fairs with sticks and cudgels. Anyway, gonna put it right by my door in the States for self-defense. They had some kind of newspaper clipping about an ex-Marine in Illinois who fought off a home invader with a shillelagh. So it was Dan, his wife in the picture, and the ancient stick. So very excited to have one of my own. Watch out, girls. Son of Neil, Maché Neely. Before I set up my travel altar, I wanted to show you what I brought to set it up with. This is my travel altar from June's Travel Shop. in most cases really all you need. But I wanted to throw in a few extra pieces, so this is the travel altar that June made me. I asked them to make me an Irish-American folk magic inspired altar, and they killed it. So within this, you wrap it up like this. I wrapped a St. Brigid sticker. I will put the maker's name right here, and then a prayer card from my grandmother's funeral. I like to carry her with me. This is the first time I've been to like our ancestral homeland without my grandmother being alive. So it's pretty sad for me. It's, you know, I know she's here and I know she's with me, but it's still sad. It's still a sad time. So I thought I'd bring a piece of her with me, just as I've brought a piece of Ireland back to her the previous time that I came here. So full circle. And I had some elastics in case I found some rushes for making Brigid's crosses. My rowan, I guess this is a necklace, but I use it more for like encircling things. But yeah, these are rowan berries. This is my rosary from Christ Church in Dublin. On the first time that I came, I bought this. It's really beautiful. It's mother of pearl from that church. And I also bought my grandmother a blue one. Blue is her favorite color, so this is like kind of the sister to it. Also, I brought back my rock from Newgrange that I wash in holy wells when I find them. A Bealtaine pin, because it is Bealtaine. Offering bowl, but I also use it to stick candles in. Matches, petition paper, and then the candles. And of course, as I always do, I want to add local land elements to my altar, so I got a few beautiful pieces from the local trees and the grassy areas around this cabin. I also have spent most of the day picking things up off of the ground and shoving them in my pocket, so I got a bunch of botanicals that I'm going to add to this altar as well that I'll show you. All right, we've got catmint from Dublin, buttercups, a bit of lavender, bluebells, my favorite, bluebells, holly, hawthorn, and juniper. Oh my god, how can I forget the gorse? And during this time, during Bealtaine, it was believed that the fair folk, the good people, did not like the color yellow, so folk would decorate their entryways with yellow flowers to ward against them. So it looks like we can't use this wood-burning stove, which is devastating, but I decided to turn this area into my altar. And I found this like poppy scarf in Dublin in a vintage shop. I'm using it as like the first layer here. Of course, I have some paper towels underneath to kind of keep it protected from soot. Not what I thought it was. I think this might be bitter dock. Maybe? Well, I'll just have to take one. I see nettle in here, and I want to eat it.
Cheval, ending our first day in Wicklow at a beautiful babbling brook on the edge of this lovely property that we're staying on. It's been such a full day, it's been an exhausting day, but it has been so fun, so filling. And I have to hand it to my partner, my husband, who just goes out of his way to try and make these trips so exceptional. I really appreciate him endlessly. He does so much for me. And he's so good at this. He should be a tour guide himself. So
I have a lot of appreciation for him right now, just sitting here by myself. He's back at the barn, cooking up some dinner. That guy can do anything, but it's been such a sweet day. And I'm gonna end it on a high note. I'm gonna go before I get in trouble. Because this really looks like the edge of the property. I'm probably not supposed to be down here. Thanks for being here. It's been just so filling so far. And I wish I could stay forever. Maybe I'll be back here again someday for a longer period. Let's hope, right? We're here in the Ballinastoe Woods, and as you can see, it is so witchy here. It's so quiet and eerie, and the trees are creaking. I love it. I want to stay. I want to stay right here. coming to you live from the Wicklow Mountain. This is cold, reporting cold. It's quite a sight, isn't it? Oh, it's quite a sight. All right, well, I'll see you guys later. Maud and Val, good morning. I'm realizing I've never given you a proper house tour that we're staying in, so real quick, just want to take you around our cute little bedroom space. I really love the window. And it looks out on the front drive, but also the beautiful trees outside. That's a juniper tree out there. She is my favorite. Nice little entertainment area with my pile of books. You will see that in another video. Eating space with my stuff all over it. That is a wood stove that I guess we can't use because it's taped shut. It would have been nice to use that, but we didn't know. So I've made it my altar space. And then a little kitchen, the wash. This is actually a refurbished stable house or barn, which I love. All right, we're off to Wicklow town today to climb some cliffs, hang out on some beaches, and experience more of the East Irish countryside. So, hope you're enjoying. It's a wee bit windy. This is where in 432, as legend has it, St. Patrick attempted to land here and a local chieftain ran off his party by stoning them. We're here at another Ogham stone, literally on the side of the road in County Wicklow. This is called the Castletimon Heritage Trail. It's an Ogham stone from the 4th century. It says legend says that the Ogham stone was once picked up by the Castletimon giant and was thrown down the hill, and the scratches on it were left by his fingernails. Legend also says, in all caps, there was once a man who lived near the Ogham stone who took it from its place to use it as a hobstone. The fairies got so angry that they made his cutlery dance and jiggle. Once a week of this, he got so annoyed he took it back to its original place. Ogham is the oldest form of writing in Ireland and is a mixture of Old Irish and Norse. The translation is Nitakare, Nitakarche, which I don't think that's the correct pronunciation, but I will put it right here, which is thought to mean the nephew of Kaji, whose land this was. There is only one other Ogham stone in County Wicklow, and we saw that together. You are now resting on the Ogham stone. I am touching it because, of course, I have to touch it. So special. So it starts all the way over here. Goes like this along the side of the stone, up here, down here. And it doesn't feel like it goes any further. Yep, feels like it ends about right here area. Very cool. I do love to be able to experience history this way. Thanks for experiencing it with me. We're back in Jersey, baby. No, we're not. We're still in Ireland. Wexford is a great town if you're looking to come to the south of Ireland, stay on the east coast. Highly recommend. It's a seaside town. It is built up. It reminds me of Galway. It's the sunny southeast. I'm on my way to a Brigid's well in County Wexford, and I'm excited. I love to be able to come visit a well when I can and pay homage to a very important saint and goddess in my practice. Saint Brigid is also an important patron saint to my family. And as I've mentioned before, I just lost my grandmother. So this is a bittersweet trip because she loved this country so much. She visited here multiple times. She's been all over the country. She had brought my aunt here, several family members, and my aunt shares Brigid's name, so a very special person in my life. Here we are. Now these are referred to as clooties. Usually they're tied onto a tree, but here we see they are tied onto a rope. This is a bit of local folklore. I've seen evidence of this across the country, again, mostly on trees, sometimes on bushes. But the idea here is that you tie a piece of string, ribbon, cloth to a tree, usually you're out in nature, and as it decays, when you are sick, that illness will also decay from you. This is a rock that I had picked up from Newgrange, which is an ancient Neolithic Irish site. It's an ancestral site. So I took this rock from our prehistory and I washed it in every well that I visited in Ireland last year, especially the Brigid's wells. So this rock I feel is a healing rock in my practice. It's dedicated to her, so I'm going to do the same here. I'm sorry, I need a detour.
Really?
I love them. We're trying to figure out a plant using this.
Yep.
Ha ha ha.
Look at us knowing our
Look
plants.
at us. Bindweed, black, 144. We finally traveling with Sean, taking an hour to identify a plant.
Me.
I wonder if this is like a hybrid.
Oh, they have deadly nightshade in this bed too.
What?
Should we go touch it?
I don't think it's.
Mhm.
Let's go touch it.
All right.
They have some fat ass peas here.
Not shaded, but I think it's the way it's trained. Olivia's first healing well. Are you excited?
I am.
What did you think?
Phenomenal.
Yep.
Yeah. Especially when you fell in, that was pretty good.
That was all for the vlog.
Yeah.
Hill of Uisneach bound. Are we excited?
Very excited.
So we were just handed a mug of soup. This is nettle soup. Nourishment.
Feel it.
Sláinte. On our way to the Catstone. Woo! So we're here at the Catstone on Uisneach, and we're feeling very energetically full, I think.
So good.
From between the sun, like the first sun in days, to the no wind, to the clockwise formation of us all just touching the stone at the same time. I think it's been really meaningful. It's been a recharge.
I got whiplash of when I touched the rock. I was like, this is a nice rock, and I touched it and I was like, oh my god. But yeah, it like buzzed for me, and right now I think everybody's like kind of on this collective wavelength or something, and it feels really good. It just feels really good here.
Could be the nettle soup that we all had.
That's true.
You never know.
Yeah. Could have
but
been whatever mushrooms there were.
yeah.
Was in there.
I also felt like a buzzing at the back of my head. I heard singing, like this kind of like, you know how when your ears are kind of plugged up or your ears are blocked and you can hear like from the back of your, like the
base of your
backbone?
neck.
Yeah, like that's kind of where it felt like it was coming from. And I was like, wow, that's deep in my soul. This rock unlocked. I think it did.
I think it was the nettle soup.
Díodh. It is Sunday. We are having more of a down day, a chiller day. We had such a great time with Olivia yesterday. I'm so glad I got to meet her and spend some very meaningful and lovely time with her. We were able to go to a healing well together before we went to the Bealtaine Fire Festival. I wanted to just quickly shout out Olivia for being such an incredible artist as well. If you watch her vlogs or her videos on her channel, The Witch of Wonderlust, you will see that she's a crochet artist, and she's also very talented at sketch arting as well. You will see that she does sketchbook tours, but she also does crochet vlogs, which are really fun and cozy to watch. She made me this. I wanted to show you because it is just beyond beautiful and very, very brand for me, especially the colors. This is so beautiful. It's a bag. It's a crocheted bag. It has greens, browns, and like grayish colors in it. They look more like gray browns, which, you know, I'm an earth tone girly. And they also have these beautiful like beige-ish spots too. And what I liked about this, when she gave it to me, she was like, it kind of gives swamp vibes. And I was like, yeah, it does. And I like that because I am a witch of the swamp. I like that these look like, I'm realizing now they look like Easter lilies. And Easter lilies, I've gotten footage from Dublin of Easter lilies. They're a beautiful plant that is these tall lilies, but they are planted in Irish gardens here and maybe perhaps across other Celtic areas, Celtic language speaking areas, I'm not sure. But in Ireland, they are very important because they symbolize those lost during the 1916 Easter Rising. So referred to as Easter lilies. I think that these look like them. And I love that it's like a beautiful Irish historical plant. I didn't notice this when I was with Olivia. I wish I had. But anyway, I think this is such a beautiful piece. I'm so grateful to have it. She also gifted me her Oracle of Oddities deck by Claire Goodchild. If you've been watching for a while, you'll know how much of a fan of Claire Goodchild I am. This is a gorgeous deck, and I love it when I'm gifted like a secondhand deck, or I can find a secondhand deck. You guys will know how much I love secondhand books, secondhand clothes, secondhand items. This is a deck that Olivia has been using for a long time, which is so beautiful to be able to receive an item that another witch has energetically bonded with. So I'm very excited. I love an oddity. And the art in this deck is very beautiful. So I pulled a very nice card this morning. I pulled a transform card, which couldn't have been more perfect for where I am in my life right now. So thank you, Olivia. I'm so grateful to have been able to spend such a lovely day with a new friend, and a friend that gets it, understands the content creation machine, understands travel, appreciates travel, and witchcraft between the cracks. Olivia also gifted me this beautiful incense holder, and so I stuck a feather that I found at the Brigid's well in it, and I think it's just so pretty, so beautiful. And this is pressed juniper that was used here. So talented. Val. Today we are headed off to Bray, which is a lovely town in Wicklow. And it just started to rain. All right, get some shelter. We are headed off to Bray. Excited to see that area. I think it's Hosier's hometown. Not sure. Maybe I'll get to have dinner with his parents. Who knows? Would love that. It's our last full day in Ireland, and I am sad. I don't want to leave. I mean, I never want to leave Ireland. It's very hard to leave such a beautiful, beautiful place. Everything just feels like a different shade of green. Like it's brighter, and I just feel more tuned in here than anywhere in the world. But we must return. We have a dog waiting for us, and that is the most important thing. This is supposedly a mini ring fort. I'm not going to show my host home because that is rude.
But she told us that she suspects this to be some kind of burial area, which is super cool. I think this may be our last ruin. I'm gonna miss it. All this history and the spirits of these places are so loud. Stones hold a memory like many mediums can't. And I love stone for that. Soaking it up.
Let's go. Come on. Good boy.
Dear Chief, I wanted to tell you guys about Bray Beach for a very particular reason. This boy in my hand. This beach I am renaming Hagstone Beach. There are thousands here. I grabbed a few for myself and my spiritual practice and some friends. I'm thrilled. I've always wanted to find hagstones in the wild, and I have a few from spiritual shops, from friends that have picked them up along the way and gifted them to me. But goddamn, that's a craggy lad. I am so excited. So I can't wait to show you all of the hagstones that I picked up. If you're a hagstone lover, if you use them in your spiritual practice or just as decor or as wards, come to Bray Beach in Ireland, and you will find a fair few.
Olivia taught me this. 2 lines, 2 wishes. One for me, one for Zach. Thank you so much for joining me on this meaningful and beautiful trip to the land of my ancestors. Every time I come to Ireland, I am filled to the brim, and this trip was no different. Life has just a slower but more impactful way here. This land reaches out to you, and I found myself reaching back a lot. I can't wait to return, and I can't wait to bring you with me on my next adventure. Slán go fóill. Bye for now.